is now. And welcome to the SVK Crypto podcast. 15 minutes of crypto fame.
My name's Charles Story. I will be your host the next 15 minutes. We're coming live from the City of London, so let's get down to business. Today is Wednesday, the 10th of January 2018. Bitcoin is currently trading at $14,225, down 5% in the last 24 hours. Ethereum is currently trading at $1,345, up 11%. Ripple is at $1.95, down 16%. And Dash is at $1,080, down 1%. The current market cap for the crypto space is $712 billion, and Bitcoin's dominance of that is 33.5%. On today's show, we have a special guest. We have the community manager from Experty, a hot ICO that's just beginning its crowd sale. I believe they're just finishing their pre-sale stage. Experty's current focus is on solving the talent crisis in the blockchain community by allowing experts to monetize their skills through a Skype-like voice and video application. Payments are handled through an automated smart contract system using Experty's native token, EXY. This will let companies obtain the talent they need, allowing the blockchain community to continue to expand and flourish. Without a moment's doubt, let's get to the interview. So on today's show, we have Blaise, the community manager at Experty. Blaise, how's it going?
It's great. How are you?
Great, man, great. And could you, just to kind of kick things off here, could you please provide us, for those people that have been living under a rock and haven't heard of Experty, kind of a high-level overview of what you guys do?
All right. So basically, our application is designed to make payments over the blockchain instead of having a intermediary when you make payments. Everything's automated over the blockchain. So the application is designed to help a knowledge provider connect with a knowledge seeker. So for someone who holds consultations, say they're an expert in the blockchain, right? And someone wants to get information from them, they would use the Experty app to contact this expert and learn from them, and the payments are automated, right? So no one has to be paid in advance. No one has to be paid after the call, right? It's paid for the exact amount of time on the call using an Ethereum smart contract.
Gotcha. And what gave you, or what gave the team the original inspiration to get involved in this? Because obviously it's quite revolutionary within itself, but what was the catalyst towards creating something of this nature?
So basically, the mother company of Experty is React Poland. So that's where basically most of the team came from. I am not from React Poland, but the majority of the team and the founders are. So they had the issue of having consultations and, making payments fluid. They wanted to accept, cryptocurrency and make payments easy for people. And a lot of the time it's not, you don't know how long you're going to be on the call. You don't know when exactly you're going to do it. There can be delays and whatnot. So being able to accept money fairly, for the exact amount of time is important, and also keeps up a good reputation.
Of course. And just to quickly, how will the EXY token or the Experty token be integrated into the platform, and what type of use case do you foresee, Experty being used for in that sense? Is there any professions that you're going after, any particular industries?
So as far as the token goes, the token is necessary to use the application. It's a utility token, and payments can be made in EXY. If users don't want to use EXY, that's fine. But there will be, a premium feature where they can use other cryptocurrencies, but they will still have to pay in EXY for this service. As far as use cases, I mean, the floor is wide open, but we're specifically marketing towards the blockchain community at this time. Um, so we're looking at premium hotlines for some, blockchain websites. Basically, you want to skip the line, you pay a little bit, and you're going to be on a call with someone basically instantly. I mean, I had the same problem. I would have liked something like this earlier in the week. I was trying to get in contact with my bank, and they just put me on hold endlessly. So
I'm sorry to hear that. I mean, I share your pain with calling the bank and being on hold for many minutes and sometimes half an hour to an hour's, right? So that's painful. And with the ICO as it's been at the minute, how has the community responded? So how have you found the community response from the ICO? I know the Telegram is blowing up, but how have you guys? Have you felt kind of overwhelmed? Were you kind of expecting this?
The growth was pretty steady at first, and then suddenly it just went crazy, right? So every day I'm on there trying to answer people's questions, but it really is a flood of new people on there. So close to the ICO, just trying to rush to help everyone get on board, and help make sure that they understand what we're doing and what it's all about. It can be overwhelming. I do get a lot of PMs on Telegram, and I encourage people just to ask it in the main chat if it's not private information. But yeah, it's pretty crazy actually. It's exciting too. I mean, we knew this was going to be successful. We just didn't know how successful it would be, and it's really turning out to be a pretty big thing now. So
awesome. And I see that using the POC proof of care structure. Has there been any? I mean, what's kind of the best proof of care you've come across? There must be some pretty funny ones out there.
Ooh, I always like to see the ones where people are out talking with people. Honestly, people make videos. We've had people do presentations. Actually, several people do, presentations to like groups of people at meetups, which is really cool. It's nice to see people get excited about it and really do research and present to other people. As far as like funny stuff, I mean, we get a lot of strange videos. Some stuff is somewhat irrelevant, but
okay, cool. Well, listen, everyone's sharing the love, which is great. And with regards to the ICO, how has the progress been towards launching on the main net? How's that gone so far?
So it's good. I mean, we had a really basic demo of the app out for a long time, but this was not on the main net. Really, it's extremely important to have this thing be 100% secure. So we do have to take time and make sure that everything is perfect before putting it on the main net, because we're dealing with people's money here, and don't want to make any mistakes there, right? We wanted to get out and kind of a beta release sooner. And we had plans to, I'm not sure exactly what all the delay is currently. We should have something out soon for our community to test. So we're probably going to have a certain part of the community help to test it, people that we kind of know and trust to give the app a try. But I mean, it's not going to take that long. It'll be out soon. We're not one of the ICOs that really doesn't have any product and is going to start working on something after the ICO. I mean, we're hard at work developing this.
Awesome, great to hear. And just a really quick question: where do you see the project in the next year? I know it's quite a cliche question, but the next year to kind of 5 years. I don't know. Like, are you kind of factoring in the market, or where do you see it being?
I'm excited. Honestly,
I love it.
The markets, I'm really seeing a a sort of adoption here of cryptocurrency. I see it every day more and more. People start to send me messages and they're like, "Oh, it looks like that stuff you were really into is really starting to blow up." I'm like, "Yeah." These are like, grandparents and stuff. So yeah, really, it's starting to grow more mainstream, which is exciting for us. Also looking forward to the Ethereum blockchain, fixing some scalability issues. Would really like to see some of those developments happen. I think it's gonna be fantastic, for the blockchain and the community as a whole, and also will help our app be successful because scaling is always going to be a big issue until it's fixed for a lot of applications.
Of course. Now the token you're rolling out isn't the ERC20 token; it's the ERC223 token. Is that correct?
Correct.
Cool. So, for any listeners who don't already know about Experty, what are the token sale details and how can they get involved?
So, currently, we are still accepting applications for our pre-ICO. So we are accepting we are accepting exactly 9,000 Ether during the token sale in total, which is pre-ICO and ICO. It's very likely at this point that we will not be going to the main ICO because we don't have a specific cap for the pre-ICO, and we're just going to be accepting people. So, the overall cap is still there, right? The 9,000 ETH. So, at the end of the day, probably going to sell during the pre-ICO. So, anyone who wants to get in, I would encourage them to do that. In order to participate in the pre-ICO, you do have to do some kind of proof of carrying. Whether it be, create, share. The first tier, right? Tier 3 comes with a bonus of 10%, and you're required to share stuff on social media, right? So a couple social media sites. So it's pretty straightforward, pretty easy for people to do. As people want to, move up in tiers in the proof of carrying system, they are encouraged to get a little more creative and create stuff that people are really going to enjoy. So we've had good stuff, but yeah, it does take some effort to do. If you don't want to do it, that's fine, but that's it is a requirement for the pre-ICO.
Of course. Cool. And while we have you on the show, is there anything you would like to share exclusively with the SVK Crypto 50 Minutes of Crypto Fame listeners out there?
Oh, exclusively.
Exclusively, that's the one.
I'm not sure.
Or anything, maybe just something off the bat, maybe a few questions that you keep getting asked on Telegram, maybe we can go through them. So any listeners out there that come up with those common questions can have an answer for them themselves.
All right. I would say people, please read the FAQ. It's pinned in the Telegram. And a lot of the questions people ask are there. And yes, we are going through Bitcoin Suisse for this. And yes, they do have
they haven't put that up yet, is that right? I had a few emails today when I announced we were doing this. They haven't put you guys up, is that correct?
Yes, I think it's now showing up on the upcoming ICOs. I could be wrong about this. I think I checked the other day and it should be showing up as upcoming, but we are not currently accepting funds yet. So a lot of people aren't aware of this, or sign up and then they're like, where is it? We haven't started yet. So please, everyone, be patient. It will be very soon. We're still accepting proof of carrying applications until the 15th, and I think we're shooting for the 22nd. So, yeah.
Perfect. Well, listen, thank you so much for coming on the show. We really appreciate it, and we wish you the best of luck with your upcoming ICO. A big thanks once again to Blaise, the community manager at Experty, for making it on the show today. We know you guys are super busy, working hard on your upcoming ICO. We really appreciate you stopping by because we know you guys are flat out at the minute. Just before I finish up, Shane Kehoe, the co-founder of SVK Crypto, has walked in the office, and I know he'd like to take this opportunity to say a few words. So without a moment's time, I'll pass you over.
First of all, Charles, I'd like to take this opportunity to personally thank you for all the hard work that you do on the SVK Crypto podcast, 15 Minutes of Crypto Fame. The feedback that I get on a day-to-day basis is just been amazing. There is so much love out there within the crypto community, and I know how hard you work every day to deliver this on time, all the time. So thank you very much. Today is a very big day here at SVK Crypto HQ in London. We have our monthly event taking place at 6 p.m. today at WeWork in the City of London, Moorgate. Today looks like it's going to be a roadblock. We have had so much interest in this. It looks like it's going to be the biggest event that we have held to date. And also, we are on trend to be having the largest crypto meetup in London, bar none. So thank you so much for all the people that have signed up via Meetup, are also Eventbrite, and have contacted us through all our social channels. We're looking forward to welcoming you all later. So, the lineup for tonight is as follows. We've got Simon Dixon, who is the CEO and co-founder of Back to the Future, which is an investment platform, and he is the author of a book called Back to the Future. Simon is a Bitcoin angel investor. He has had very early investments in the likes of Bitfinex, BitPay, Kraken, and Bitstamp. He's also a regular on BBC, CNBC, Reuters, Bloomberg, and also features in the Wall Street Journal and the FT. So we're very, very, very happy that he's going to speak at our event tonight. Also, we have Nick Ayton. Nick is a globally recognized name. He is a veteran of the business. He is an accomplished writer, speaker, and blockchain business architect. He is a guest speaker at numerous blockchain conferences around the world. He is also the CEO of Chain Starter, which is an ICO advisory business, and he is a London correspondent for the Cointelegraph. Nick is also the CEO of the 21 Million Project, the world's first ICO blockchain TV series funded by cryptocurrencies. Nick is a libertarian, and he's got amazing views on the current crypto space. Also, we're really pleased to be joined by Cyrus Faisal, who is the CEO of Swissborg. Swissborg, as a lot of you may know, is currently an ICO. It has actually closed early due to them reaching their hard cap of 50 million Swissies. But it's a real pleasure to have Cyrus down to talk this evening about Swissborg. Swissborg is a project aimed to revolutionize wealth management with a community-centric approach powered by Ethereum and smart contracts. Swissborg will be the first Swiss cyberbank offering tailor-made to crypto investment service. Last but not least, we're going to have myself, Shane Kehoe, who is the co-founder of SVK Crypto. My background, as many of you already know, has always been on the buy side of the business, working for hedge funds. Before I set up SVK, I was a portfolio manager and subsequent partner of one of the largest hedge funds in the world called Bluecrest Capital Management. So it's my job tonight to keep the ball rolling and the place rocking. If you're in London, please come down and take this opportunity to meet the team. We'd love to have you, host you, and also I believe there's free beers at the end of the night. The event tonight is sponsored by our guys Spectre, which is a recent ICO, and you can find all their details at spectre.ai. So, as my man Charles Story would say, I gotta bounce. We've got a busy day. That is a wrap, and I look forward to talking to you all really soon. Thank you for your time.
You've been listening to an SVK Crypto podcast original. Follow us on Twitter at SVK_crypto. Email us on cstorry@svkcrypto.com. Leave us a message on our website, www.svkcrypto.com.